And just a minute or two here for the players to get warmed up before. Welcome and happy holidays from. And Greg, here we are, not yet halfway into the season. For players, has the wear and tear already set in?
It can. Sometimes it's the accumulation by the end of a season, but up.
Substitution, number 29, Darius.
And just under 2.5 minutes elapsed here in the first. Man passes to Daniels. Okongwu trying to break free, and he uses the glass on the layup.
And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
Easy possessions like that literally are just a gift. You just dream of them. He'll gladly take those.
Here's Green. Here's Thompson. Atlanta with the rebound.
Fantastic defense, giving full effort.
Here's Daniels. Count the bucket, and he's got a free throw coming up as well.
Boy, he is looking confident. Love how they're using him so far.
Yeah, when he gets engaged this early in the game, it's bad news for the defense. He can roll this start throughout the rest of the game.
Here is House. Last time out, he had 13 points. Outside, Green. They need this. Score the basket. Nice shot after missing his first attempt.
I know what they say, defense wins championships, but you need some bucket getters too now.
Johnson outside. Back to Young. And here in the first quarter, with a little over 3.5 minutes played, missed inside.
And let's be honest, they're winning in spite of his atrocious shooting performance.
House dishes to Thompson. Green kicks to House. Shot clock at 6. It's going to be out of bounds. The Rockets will retain possession.
And let's check out some stats. Here are the numbers for Daniels. He's putting up 9 points a game, 6 assists, and almost 2.5 steals. Fantastic totals for him across the board. I wouldn't be surprised if he keeps rolling.
I think if you talk to anyone on this team, they believe in his abilities about 1,000%.
Hey, Greg, where do you think the Rockets are the strongest in their play?
I'd say on the glass. They generally do a good job crashing the boards and going for loose balls. They really value every possession.
Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws. This is a look at the NBA's assist leaders over the last 10 games. Man, can these guys pass the ball? Second is Trae Young.
And those games have seen him dropping more dimes than you might have thought possible.
And the Hawks making a change here. Krejci's checked in, and he's good on the second. And so Young will bring it up for the Atlanta Hawks. 4-point game. Right now, let's send it over to the sidelines and get a report from David Aldridge.
Kevin, thanks. Jalen Green has shown he's capable of carrying a team offensively. He said it feels good knowing that my teammates believe in me to do that. I've had to learn a lot of things to grow, but that's what I work for. I want to be one of those guys that you give the ball to in crunch time. Kevin, I always want to give the mic to you in crunch time. Back to you.
Oh, David, you are an unselfish playmaker, and I appreciate that. By the way, Green can be electric and so fun to watch. Hey, D.A., thanks. Here's Krejci. Pass to Daniels. It's Young on the wing. Here's the 3. It's good from long range. Young's got 7 points in the game.
You know what? Struggling a little bit, but I do command the effort. 2 of 8 from the field. Let's see if that one gets him going.
Screen by Şengün. Fires, high post, and that one's good. House. The Hawks leading by 5. Young outside. With the teardrop, Şengün with the rebound.
See, what a rough quarter for him. Nothing seemingly going his way.
Back to Thompson. Pass to Green. Şengün with the screen for Green. And he's good on the 3-ball. He has 5.
For Jalen Green to be an all-star level guy, he's got to knock down those threes.
So for the Hawks, Gaze checked in, and Wallace subbed in for Daniels. And a switch here also for Houston. Eason's checked in. Here's Bufkin. Against Washington, he was really on his game. Here's the screen. Pass to Gay. Here's Bufkin. The Hawks again can't hit.
I don't know if he got in his own head there or what, because the defense can't really take credit for that miss.
There's Green with the 3. Rebound by the Hawks. They defeated the Wizards in their last game.
And guys, they walked into the arena with a certain kind of swagger, and we really saw it play out on the offensive end.
And they backed it up with their play, got production from everyone, and they were able to walk the walk on the offensive end.
Yeah, well done to finish that one off.
Atlanta's gone 1 of 5 from downtown in the first quarter. Points out there have been hard to come by. And looks like the illegal pick was set. Yep, that's right. That'll get their attention.
Beyond the leaning, you could see his feet more set on that screen. Easy call.
Look, guys get away with this all the time, but on this occasion, he got caught.
Looking at who's out there now for the Hawks. George Niang comes in for Jalen Johnson. And Trae Young subbed in for Wallace. Here's House. And trying for the go-ahead basket. It doesn't go in. Atlanta's shooting 33% here in the first quarter. Here's Young. It's good, and that's just his 3rd make in 10 shots. An off game for him.
When you watch Young, there's a courage to his game.
About 7 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Here is House. He has 5. Şengün passes to House. Şengün with a screen on Young. Green, no luck. Here's Krejci. Young for 3. Sinks the 3-pointer. And now a 5-point Atlanta lead. Trae Young, he's feeling it tonight and has been the driving force for Atlanta. That quarter had to take a lot out of him. He racked up 12 points. And don't go away. We'll be right back. And for those of you just tuning in, the second quarter of action is where we're at right now. And what do you guys think about the Hawks here in this one?
Well, they used the fast break to generate some easy buckets before the defense could get set.
In this league, it is so hard scoring in the half court, so you have to run every time you get the opportunity.
So on the floor for Houston, Whitmore is out there with House. Then it's Smith. Then it's Tari Eason. And it's Thompson in at the 4 spot. Young outside with the drive. That's in for his 5th field goal of the game. Makes him 5 for 12 so far.
What a great play. Totally schooled the defender on that one.
We're talking about Trae Young here, GA. What stands out most about him to you?
Well, Kevin, I'd say just how confident he is, right? He plays with that unique energy and swagger. You love him if he's on your team and can't stand him if he's playing against you.
And here's Young from the arc. Rockets with the rebound.
Just not there from a rhythm standpoint right now. It's really eluding him.
Just over 1 minute has passed here in the second quarter. Eason's shot is good.
Love how selfless he is setting brick screens like this. Plays like that right there are what help create easy scoring opportunities.
Young with the ball. Now defended by Whitmore. Pass to Bufkin. Here's Gay. And he uses both hands to jam it in.
Oh, and he went for the two-hander on the slam, using some muscle.
Some urgency from him there, sure. Here is House. He has 7. Lobbed up there for Thompson. Here's Bufkin. Whitmore defending. It's deflected. And he takes it in for the layup off a very nice feed. Whitmore's got the game tied up here for the Rockets. And Will Hardy is called timeout. He wants a minute here to get things straightened out with his team. Both teams deciding to change it up. Let's take a look at the numbers for Jalen Green.
In the last 5 games, you can see the trend upwards for effective field goal percentage. And it shows you how confident he's playing right now.
Pass to Daniels. Back to Young. And for those of you just joining us, we're almost 2.5 minutes into the second quarter. Here's Krejci. And it's Whitmore with the rebound. For Houston, they've gone a perfect 4 of 4 since the second quarter began. Perfect from the field. Jacks up a 3. That's in, coming off the assist from Thompson. And now it's a 3-point Rocket lead.
And this is crucial to Whitmore's development, wanting to continue to improve as a scorer.
Pass to Gay. Young outside. Takes the 3. That shot off.
And after connecting twice from deep in the first quarter, he hasn't been able to drain another here in the second.
And that one's good. House.
And not hard to see why they are giving up points on this run. Just too many good looks from in close.
Guys, they're looking for a way to score here.
Yeah, they've had a tough time taking the lid off.
Here's Okongwu. And it's blocked by Şengün.
And so often is the case. Şengün in the right position to make the play. That's just great defense.
Here's Krejci. Whitmore defending. Krejci passes to Okongwu. Pass to Young to end the run. And the rebound goes to the Rockets. House has got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. Thompson, a screen on Young. Fires top of the key. And good. And it takes a nice bounce off the right iron and down. House has got 6 points in the quarter. Young looking around. Here's Krejci. Over House. It's rebounded by Şengün.
And not allowing the shooter even an inch of breathing room on that one.
I'm sure they'll think twice about shooting against him next time.
The ball movement on this run has been fantastic and is a big part of why they've been able to get these good looks.
Back to Young. Analytics or the eye test? The optics or the numbers in front, Greg? When you're judging the performance of a player, what kind of criteria do you use?
Well, an MVP candidate recently said, my eye test tells me this guy's a terrible defender, but the analytics tell me he's a great defender. I'm confused, and I often feel the same way.
Pass to Daniels. Young outside. There's a screen. Just 5 on the clock. To end the drought. Over to the left wing. Here's Krejci. Over House. The Hawks again can't hit.
It's a +5 advantage for them in rebounding after that one.
Pass to Whitmore. Here is House. 15 points in the game. Shepard with the ball. Over Okongwu. And it's Shepard missing. The Hawks trail by 11. There's 1:54 left in the first half of basketball. Okongwu dishes to Daniels. They set the pick. And a breakdown here, guys. The hustle stats for the Rockets.
The enthusiasm they've brought to their defense so far is something else. Going after shooters and really hustling to get their hands on shots.
And so it's the Houston Rockets enjoying a 12-point lead as they talk things over during the break. They've been playing some ferocious defense. We'll return shortly.
Please direct your attention to center court and get ready for the fan half-court shot.
Hello, everybody. We're here to break it all down. And
Offense is clicking right now. They're playing high-quality ball, selfless. I'm surprised they're not up by more.
That being said,
and time for a look here at how the West is shaping up as we continue to. And that is a wrap. Now let's send you back to Kevin Harlan.
And as we dive into the second half, we'll find out if the next two quarters are any different from the first two. So far, it has been a runaway. And the Hawks making a change here. Krejci's checked in. House is checked in for Houston. The Hawks trailing. In the post, it'll be Johnson Okongwu. Trae Young is out there with Daniels. And it's Krejci in at the 3 slot. So that's the Hawks 5. Johnson finds Young. 6 on the shot clock. It's deflected.
Just not much success when it comes to shooting.
Here's Thompson. A tad short, but it's good off the front iron. Thompson's got his 3rd basket of the night right there. And a chance to catch up on some numbers here. The hustle stats for the Rockets.
All you have to do is look at one stat, and that is their block numbers. It tells you how tight their D has been. They've been going out of their way to smother the defense.
And another thing, guys, they've dominated on fast breaks tonight, outrunning their opponent the entire game.
That one's in there. Rocket lead is cut down now to just 7 on the basket from Young.
He was solid in the first half from deep. He's a guy who can get hot. Let's see how he does here in the second.
Screen by Şengün. Atlanta with the rebound. Okongwu's now got 6 rebounds here tonight. Here's Krejci. That 3 off the mark. Houston leading by 7. Here's House. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line. For Houston, they have gone 5 of 7 from the free throw line in the game. The first one falls.
And they're drawing more whistles and working their way to the line here in the second half.
And so he hits both. GA, what effect do you think the rule to limit flopping has had since it was put into place in the NBA?
Well, I do think we're seeing less theatrics. And there were fines before, but a flop now might impact the game itself. So I'd say it's been a bit of a deterrent.
Nice ball movement here by Atlanta. The Hawks need to get off a shot here. Gay's shot is good.
And after an abysmal first half from the field, the shot's now starting to fall.
Houston's gone into the three-point range 4 times since halftime and buried 2 of them. 1:31 left in the third quarter. Inside, here's Şengün. Good, and it's Green picking up the assist. Green's got 3 assists now in this one. Here's Buffkin. Still without a basket. Lets it go with the 3. Thompson with the rebound. Thompson's got his 7th rebound here tonight. Here's Green, and he lays it straight in. And now an 11-point Rocket lead.
The nice handle move there by Green.
52 seconds left to play here in the third. And here's Daniels. He's got 15. Pass to Gay. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. It's going to be on Alperen Şengün. The Hawks have hit all 4 of their chances so far in this one.
And 75% on the season as a unit from the free throw line.
Catching up on the changes for Houston. Smith checked in for Şengün. Tari Eason comes in for Green, and is Whitmore in for Trey Murphy. For Houston, they have made 7 out of 9 when they've stepped to the line. That free throw good from Eason. George Niang, he's checked in for Atlanta. And the Rockets making a change here as well. Shepard's checked in for Whitmore. The Hawks trail by 12. Now 8 seconds separating the 2 clocks. Now here's Johnson. He's been a factor in their offense on most nights with his scoring average at nearly 16 points a game.
Substitution. Number 7. Dan Whitmore.
$19 seconds left to play in the third. Shoots. Just 5 to shoot. Bufkin with the bucket. Bufkin's got his first bucket in this one. Thompson with it. Pass to House. Over Johnson. And that one released in time, but no good. And so it's the Houston Rockets with a 10-point lead. Some breathing room heading into the break. And they've created a bunch of turnovers with that terrific D. We'll take a quick break and then... The fourth quarter has arrived. So good to have you with us. Here's Bufkin. Fourth quarter on the court for the Rockets. The post pair form, it'll be Smith and Şengün. House is out there with Shepard. And it's Eason in at small forward. Rockets leading by 10. Here's House, and there's the drive.
The D just kind of stepping aside and letting him get to the rim.
There's a reason, GA, the lead is what it is right now.
Yeah, it's going to take better rim protection than that if they're going to climb out of this hole.
Aston Niang. For 3. Bangs home the trifecta. Niang's got it back down to within single digits for the Hawks.
And they're showing much more focus here in the second half. More effort as well. And their offense starting to show signs of life.
Here is House. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul.
Yeah, way to play in attack mode and get to the line.
First one falls for him.
Taking 2 shots.
And so House nails both of them. Now Young. And we've played through about a minute here in the fourth. To the inside. Here's Niang. Rebound by Smith.
I thought he had that all sewn up, but somehow the defense just threw him off.
House. And it's good. That bucket takes him to 9 for 14.
Well, he's been doing it all night. Why not go back to it?
Yeah, just keep feeding him. That guy is a man on a mission. And the defense, well, they don't have much of an answer.
Niang finds Young. Driving to the basket. Fouled on the shot and picks up 2 points. So 1 free throw coming up.
Yeah, just exceptional focus on these hard finishes. Young welcomes getting physical on the way up.
Daniels, he's checked in for Atlanta. Houston leading by 10. Here's Shepard. And he drops in the layup off the glass.
They're finding lanes to the hoop now with consistency. 5 buckets in a row from the paint.
Young pass to Niang. And we're around 2 minutes into the fourth quarter here. Clock at 6. Three-pointer, Daniels. It's stolen by Smith. And the dunk by Smith.
Okay, Jabari Smith taking it all the way on his own.
The Hawks trail by 14. Young outside. Just a little under 2.5 minutes have passed now here in the fourth. The The Rockets have gone a perfect 4 of 4 to start the final quarter. Can't ask for anything more than that. Shepard with the ball. House the pass to Şengün. No good from outside. And so Young will bring it up for the Atlanta Hawks. And the call will be against Jabari Smith. That'll be his second foul of the game. Trey Murphy's checked in for Smith.
For the Rockets, number 40, Trey Murphy.
We're in the final quarter of play here, 3 minutes in. And here's Young. Shot clock at 5. The Hawks again can't hit.
Shocking that he just bricked that one. The defense got real lucky there.
Screen by Şengün. And that one's good. House has got 10 points here in the second half.
Used the pick to perfection and got all the way to the rim.
Now, here is Young to the paint. And there's the slam dunk to finish it off.
Just great anticipation by Young. He just sees the play developing, knows exactly where he wants to go with the ball.
Here's Shepard. Pass to House. Pulls up on the wing. Rebound by the Hawks. Daniels has got 10 rebounds here tonight. So active. Young from outside. The Rockets pull it in. Şengün's got 6 rebounds in the game. And that one drops for him. House has got 10 points in the quarter.
Great teamwork, punctuated by a strong finish.
Yeah, that's nice execution, running with purpose and creating an easy scoring opportunity off the break.
To the middle. Nice pass, nice catch, and a resounding dunk.
My goodness, he is such a great dunker.
Greg, a high riser, no doubt about it. And we've got a timeout called by Jamal Mosley. He knows every possession is critical now for the Rockets. Thompson comes in for Tari Eason. And it's Green in for Trey Murphy. And now the latest from our reporter, David Aldridge.
Thanks, guys. I got a chance to hear what Jamal Mosley was saying to the team. He told them, don't look at the scoreboard. We have to play like we're tied. They want their team to sustain that level of effort. See how it works out. Kevin?
Okay, David, thanks. Back to Young. Pass to man. The basket good. Off the assist from Young. Young's got 5 assists tonight.
Excellent ball movement. Young being unselfish.
House. And the basket is good. House has got 31 points.
And they are attacking the rim and getting great results.
Now Okongwu. Şengün covering. Okongwu against Şengün. And Daniels up top. Over Green. And it's out of bounds. Last touch by Thompson. So it's the Hawks now. On the wing, Johnson. He's covered by Thompson. Just 4 to shoot. Here's Young. Used the shot fake to create the angle, but couldn't get it to fall. 1:53 left in the fourth. Green up on top. He's covered by Daniels. Now Shepard over Young. And it hung on the rim, but wouldn't fall for him. Man with it. Pass to Johnson. 1:25 left in the fourth quarter. Here's Okongwu. And Okongwu slams. It in.
And although he's undersized at his position, his vertical, yeah, that'll clean up a few mistakes.
House kicks to Şengün. And some nice passing there by Houston. Screen by Şengün. He was all alone on that one.
Timeout.
And the Rockets lead by 16.
And tonight's battle is going to end with a very clear winner, leaving nothing to chance. Impressive win for the Rockets.
A few times this season, turnovers have cost them, but they really kept the ball under control.
They were both focused and relentless.
And I think a great job in positioning themselves for the W here. It's win number 21 on the season.
And with the win approaching, they'll take the first game here of 2 that they'll play against this team. Nice to get that first one out of the way and set the tone.
1:03 left in the fourth quarter. Here's Buffkin, covered by Smith. Doesn't get it to drop for him. Here is House. Here's the floater. The shot that time, not on target. 34 seconds left here in the fourth quarter. Here's Buffkin. It's tipped. Here is House. 17 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Pass to Eason. 6 to shoot. Smith for 3. And no good that time. So we see Houston taking the W here. A resounding victory for them. And Greg in enemy territory, no less.
And that's exactly right. But with the way they controlled the game and just completely took the crowd out of it, that's how to get it done on the road.
Well, folks, that's going to do it for now. Along with Greg Anthony, Richard Jefferson, and David Aldridge,